Good evening, members. First of all, let me thank Blend Global Solutions for giving me a platform to present my ideas on technology. So, just to start with, I wanted to share is integrated into training and how technology has become so pivotal to take things across to different categories or for different sector of people in different ways who are there in different walks of life. So, just wanted to share some idea with you, and I'm pretty much honored to get a platform like this. I should thank Saurabh sir, all the staff members of Blend Global Solutions, and the most eminent audience who are here. So thank you one and all. So let me start my presentation here. Is my screen visible to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah, it's visible.
Yes, you can go ahead. Good.
Yeah. Okay. My first slide goes like this. So, are you all able to read the slide? Like the illiterate of 21st century. Like who's an illiterate in 21st century? The one who cannot learn, or rather unlearn or relearn. Fine. So, according to Alvin, a person is considered illiterate when he is unable to learn or unlearn or relearn. In the modern era, in the technological era, definitely we have to learn some technology. If the technology is updated, we have to relearn the technology. And some of the outdated technology we need to unlearn and update ourselves. Furthermore, to have a better grip on the technology that is upcoming or that is more, that has more recent developments as such. So, technology has been integrated or rather penetrated into our life in multifaceted ways. It's very hard for a person to strive in this century, especially without a technology. I'm sure everybody agrees with me in this context. Okay, so coming back, let this session be more an interactive kind of a session where we will try to have some answers for the question, what is ICT? Can anybody just post that in the chat with regard to this acronym called what is ICT? Any idea?
Information and communication technology.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Information and communication technology. That is the expansion for this acronym. Information plus communication blended with technology. Okay. Technology is blended with information and communication. Great. Great to have an answer from you. Thank you very much. What is?
Rather, we are.
Yes, sir. Please. What is blending in technology? Any opinions or views on this?
Whatever things you have, that should be used for day-to-day activities or whatever activity you are involving. Technology should be implemented.
Wonderful. Coming back to academics, coming back to knowledge delivery. What is blending?
Mixing.
Exactly, sir. Exactly.
I think
so blending is
mixing of the traditional with the modern.
Correct, sir. Mixing up with the traditional with the modern. Suppose I'm going to teach mathematics. I'm going to teach history. How am I going to use the technology to deliver this subject? So that would be blending. And we have our organization
Blending.
name itself, blending. Fine. So blending of technology is nothing but integrating the technology along with our inputs. What, sir? Thank you. We had the answer for the second question too. And the third question. Can you name some of the India's most popular learning hotel?
Byju's is the number one.
Wonderful, yes, sir. How many of you have been to that portal as such?
Not been to that, but I heard about it.
Yeah, yeah. And it is one of the portal that earns huge revenue. This Byju portal. When you go inside and you just see that, you will be quite astonished with the technology they have integrated in it. It might be a science subject, it might be a social subject, might be an English subject. They delivered the subject is fantabulous or rather amazing. It is not an ordinary delivery. The delivery is coupled with lots of technological tools and platforms. Quite astonishing. So Byju's is there. And how many of you have heard something called as Vedantu? There is one portal.
I heard about it. I don't know much in detail.
Okay.
Vedantu. And Udemy, I think Udemy also is
exactly, there. Sir. Udemy. All these are portals. for both learning as well as training. So we are living in an era where we enjoy the facility where even kings of the olden days didn't enjoy. We are enjoying so much of its facility with regard to the technology. So I should say, eighth wonder that is there amongst us. Fine. So India's most popular portals are Byju's, Vedantus. I'm glad that you are naming some of the learning portals. So in the later part of our session, we will see other popular portals also, what they do, how do they deliver the contents as such. Right? What happens is that you are able to access the information at your fingertips. Any kind of information you need, you'll be able to access that in your fingertips. And how should I say, a robust information storage. Robust in the sense, like the information storage is so huge that has terabytes of data. Okay. On any topic you take, you have millions of storage devices that stores the knowledge, that stores the information. It is not just knowledge or information, it is processed information as such. Retrieve contents that lies in any machine. It is not necessarily computers, it can be any machine, sir. Technology is embedded into a machine, right? Embedding of technology along the machine is again another dimension we should be surprised of. By using technology, what are the other advantages? Knowledge sharing made easier, teaching and training becomes more effective, it creates greater curiosity. So these are the advantages of using technology. How is the evolution of teaching as well as learning? When we talk about that, previously we were using blackboard and chalk. Chalk and chalk was the basic medium to use. Slowly from that we jumped to whiteboard markers. How many of you have used this OHP projectors in your training? How many of you have used whiteboard markers? Can you just share your viewpoints on what are we'll just have a comparison between the blackboard media and the whiteboard. How many of you have experienced handling training using whiteboards, transparency slides and PowerPoint presentations? Can you just put some thoughts on that? What advantages you faced when you delivered transparency slides, PowerPoint presentations, etc.? Can I have some points from your audience?
So cleanliness and dust-free environment.
Fantastic. First point. Correct, sir.
Then less efforts in writing and all that.
Okay, less efforts in writing. Okay.
Overhead projects.
Okay.
Then
okay.
It is time saving.
Pardon me, sir.
It is time saving.
Okay, time saving.
Rather, we can concentrate towards the participant more than in blackboard.
Wonderfully
If you are writing in blackboard, you are on the back side. When you are writing white marker board, you can see the participant and write.
Yeah.
And
we can reuse it and we will be able to focus more on the audience.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Any other striking feature that comes
to my mind? This is PK Das. What comes to my mind, it will be systematic. It will be systematic. The approach will be systematic, and also in the old era of chalk and this thing, you have to memorize a lot of things. Here, PowerPoint, and simply now the communication starts with the audience, with the readily available material. That
yes,
is one
sir, yes. Thank you for the input. Thank you very much for the input, sir. So, pardon me, sir. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. So, aren't you comfortable with these technologies, with these aids, like your whiteboard marker, transparency slides? How many of you have used transparency slides? OHP. Yeah. So, any experience or thoughts?
We have to prepare the transparency, sir. Again, this is the same. We have to write everything on the transparency and then present it.
Okay.
To overhead project.
Okay. Well said, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. We have used whiteboard markers. We have used transparency slides. The most very useful technology is your PowerPoint presentation, which I am doing it right now in front of you. You will not believe this PowerPoint. Using this PowerPoint makes training so effective. I should tell you, see, if you give me a one-day session on PowerPoint, I'll be able to teach you 50 to 55 tricks, simple tricks of using this PowerPoint for your training. So it's a very, very, very useful presentation tool, sir. Based learning, video conferencing, right? So this video conferencing is again a very, very, very innovative utility. You can have an e-classroom where participants are in a remote place and the trainer is in a remote place, where the trainer can easily deliver the contents across, with helping and helpful for you in developing your training inputs to a greater extent. Yes, of course, it is highly helpful. Can anybody give me any other aids apart from this? Your whiteboard marker, transparency slides, PowerPoint presentation, any other technological tools to deliver your contents? If so, kindly share it with us, sir. Apart from this. Okay, let me ask you this question. 5 simple utilities are there. Very, very, very simple utilities that has replaced our ordinary objects. Let me give you a hint. You give me the answer, sir. Previously, we were having letter pad or a scribble pad with us. Now, this technology has changed letter pad and scribble pad into what, sir? Letter pad and scribble pad have been changed into or evolved into what? Yes. Notepad, sir. It is notepad or your word pad. Is it or not, sir? Then, previously, you were using a calculator. Now, how calculator in your mobile, you have a calculator in your laptop and other devices, isn't it or not? Then, you were noting down certain points, certain facts using a notebook. Nowadays, what happens? Suppose if you want to write a letter, you used to type. You used a typewriter before. Now, it's a document. And this Word document has so much of utilities, like your mail merge. How many of you have used this utility called mail merge, sir? Can you just, there is one option in Word called mail merge. Yes, sir. Can you just throw some light on that, sir?
The advantage is you can mail so many letters with the same content at the same time.
Wonderful.
That is mail.
Wonderful.
That is
yes.
mail.
One of the very, very striking feature in MS Word. And can I ask you this question? How many of you have used, there is one effective tool called macro.
Yeah, we have used. In Excel, normally we used to use.
Wonderful, sir. Yes. Can you just throw some light on it?
Macros, or rather, we can call it any formula, something like that. We can fix it. When you just click, when you click it, that formula automatically has been implemented in the program. Rather, if there is no need for us to type the formula every time, it will come automatically. A formula or any.
I think pivot table in Excel. Pivot table in Excel also is a one kind of macro. Macro is, it is programmed so many things logically consistent. So many programs are blended. So you got an advantage of not going step by step, but using the macro to have shortcuts.
Write once, run n number of times. Write once, run many times. Automated. We automate the tasks using macro, sir. So these are some of the advantages of using technology. For people who are very new to this, please bear with me. I'm just telling simple Word and Excel environment. Very simple. And how many of you have used this particular property in PowerPoint, such as custom animations and slide transitions? Custom animations and slide transitions. Anybody among the audience, can you share some thoughts on this? Yes, sir. Custom animations and slide transitions in PowerPoint. See, I'm just giving you an example.
We can change time. We can means put how much time it will be there, how it will be on our click, or it will be automatic like that. We can change this thing.
Yes.
We can change that how it will appear, how from left to right it will come, or from top to bottom it will come. Different ways it can come,
sir. Yes, sir. See,
different ways it can come.
See, for example, I have applied custom animations here. I have applied custom animations and slide transition here. So again, a very, 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 very innovative technology PowerPoint has. Like this little document and your PowerPoint has so many utilities as such. When you keep practicing on this, you will get to know many intricacies about this, sir. So technology has taken you to such an extent that, see, whatever contents is there in Word, it could be easily transformed into Excel. Suppose you have some, it's a very, very older database version. Okay. You can integrate that data in Excel. You can bring that data in Excel and you can work on the data.
Import.
Yes, sir. Suppose assume that you have some objects lying there in Word. Suppose you want to bring that object and work into this Excel and object linking and embedding, which is again a very, very useful technology, sir. I'm just throwing lights on the advancement of technology in the basic software like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. It's very amazing. It's very amazing. Right. So coming back to our topic. So what happened is that now learning has been in a blended mode. Teaching has been in a blended mode. We use less of chalk and talk and digital content. More emphasis is given on interactive teaching and learning, sir. Let me ask you this question. What do you see on the slide? And can you just tell me, you are able to see a smart class in your slide. Can you just tell me what is the difference between the classes, which this class looking like? And can you just tell me the differentiating factor just by seeing the visual itself? What would be the differentiating factor?
The students
that
are
you
able
see
to see
upon the
whatever
screen?
the lecturer is writing in the electronic
Okay.
board. So distance is not a problem.
Okay.
And we believe that whatever changes that will happen in the main board will be seen by the students themselves. So the backbenchers will not have a complaint that their board is not visible to them or the details. Or
Superb,
somebody's
sir.
head
Thank
is
you
just
for your
obstructing.
thoughts. Thank you for your views.
Also,
What are the other things
Yeah.
you notice here,
Then-
sir? See, a student in that age and a student in this age, and especially a student using the
major
technology.
difference
What
is
kind of
that in
difference
the
do you see here?
traditional way, the teacher simply was talking to the people. So some may be interested, some may be bored with the lecture itself. But here some visual,
Okay.
certain things are there. So naturally you can
Yes.
attract the attention of the students
Yes, sir.
to the be more interested to know what is there inside.
Correct.
What is
Correct.
there?
And what? Yes,
So-
sir. Yes. Please proceed. Please proceed.
No, no,
Please.
sir, that is what I
Okay.
wanted
Thank you,
to
Mr.
say.
Pradeep, sir. Thank you very much.
Also,
And
also,
are you
sir,
able to? Yes, please.
also,
Yes, please.
the lecturer will be most of his time he'll be seeing the board only.
Hmm.
He will not focus on the participants.
Okay, sir.
Whereas in this
Ah.
case, he can focus on the participants and explain the
Okay,
concept.
sir. Yes, correct, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the inputs.
The
And-
efficacy will be better, sir.
Yes, Dr.
The
Vyas,
paperless
please.
class. There is no use of paper here.
Wonderful. I was about to say this. Paperless class, fine. And what is the differentiating factor you find among the students? What is that the student have here? They have some handheld devices, isn't it? What is that? And what is the use of
Whatever
that?
is done in the class, they can take the notes to their home and then read them later. So
Okay.
they don't have to separately write down anything. Whatever is being done in the class is already recorded and it's available to them at will. They can open and see it at leisure, whatever time it takes. they can
Wonderful,
read
sir.
it.
Wonderful.
Also,
Now-
more focused.
Also more focused. Yes, sir. If you permit me, can I ask you a question? Like, can there be a synchronous learning, teaching and learning format happening in this type of classrooms? Can there be a synchronous teaching and learning here? Whatever topic that is being taught, immediately the student can see the topic. The student can search. Students has the facility to use the net. He is able to use that online technology to learn the contents from the student's point of view. From the staff point of view, he is able to contents in an electronic format. Not only that, whatever contents he is delivering, he will be able to make the student work upon. He will be able to make the student search. He will be able to bring the technology, isn't it or not, sir?
Yes.
Yes, he's bridging the gap. You'll be able to see the visual. He is bridging the gap. So technology definitely bridges the gap, sir, between the theory and practical applications. 100% it is bridging the gap. When we teach some concepts here, he is just operating on the live data. Live data that is current, data that is live. To make the understand, what happens is to make the audience understand the fact as such. So he uses different kind of charts, visuals. That is called as blending, sir. And can you just tell me that, like, how this technology blending in training has effect on kinesthetics? You have something called as kinesthetic. Technology will have an effect upon the kinesthetics, sir. Can somebody throw light on this, sir, if you don't mind? It's just a discussion, as I told you. How will it have an effect? This technology will have an effect.
See, kinesthetic learner basically they want to do
Wonderful,
first and then
wonderful,
they
sir.
learn.
Wonderful.
So,
So is it
yeah.
possible here, sir?
So
Is it possible?
yeah, very much possible because
Okay.
they are doing on their own subject.
Okay.
So kinesthetic learning is happening.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, kinesthetics.
All
is
people are
happening
connected
here.
with each other. All people are connected with each other. So whatever changes that are being suggested is also immediately
That's-
understood by everybody.
That's
One doesn't
great.
have to
That's
be.
great, sir. That's great. Superb. Fine. So what is happening here? So as I told you before, bridging the gap is happening here. Synchronized learning is happening. Blending is happening here with the help of the technology. With the help of the technology. Technology is a backbone for teaching and learning, sir. Definitely, it has become a backbone. It is playing an indispensable role in the current era. Absolutely no doubt on that. Four key areas in technological teaching. What are the four discussed before? We have what? Like many learners are quite inquisitive to use technology and to learn more. And advanced topics are being mastered. Students are acting as experts. Better outcomes on learning. Better outcomes on, there is one principle called the Bloom's taxonomy, and you would be surprised. There was a research done, and please understand Bloom's taxonomy, and it brought out many facets pertaining to the advantages of using technology in learning. When I say that a 12-year-old student is able to learn advanced technologies like Python and artificial intelligence just by merely watching some YouTube videos. Just by watching some basic videos on artificial intelligence, he is able to understand the technology. He is able to build a mini robo, a mini automated car. These are the better outcomes of using technologies. So this is again an environment for the training. So can somebody throw light on this environment, sir? Again, what is happening here? You have your aids, modern technological tools, and you have your laptops, you have your iPads, you have all your modern accessories to deliver the contents. So this is called as a smart class. It is not an list of computers, projectors, internet, and other multimedia devices such as home theater. So technology has really created a revolution in learning. How many of you have heard the concept of fourth dimension? We have three dimensions. How many of you have heard the concept of fourth dimension? What is that fourth dimension in training? What is that fourth dimension?
It's time, sir.
Okay. Fourth dimension.
Time.
Time. Okay. Suppose I want some animated model, animated person to come out of my screen. Like it will give you a visual in such a manner that, okay, the fact in such a manner that the person who is there inside the screen will come out and will interact with us. Like it will, like actually the person will not come out of the laptop, but there is a feel that he's coming out and interact using AI. The concept of fourth dimension. Suppose there is a laptop and chair inside the screen. I will be able to give a different feel of laptop protruding out of my laptop screen and coming near me. As if I'm able to virtually touch this laptop, use and work on this laptop. Fourth dimensional aspect can also be integrated in modern smart classes. We'll be able to use different kind of device. My mobile, I can use my laptop, I can use my iPad, or everything together in an integrated manner to learn. This is an evolution of the technology for you.
Augmented reality. AR.
Augmented reality. Rightly said. Augmented reality.
RPC. Robotic processing state. You just enlighten on that.
Yes. Robotic processing state. Or augmented. Augmented means what? Like virtual. We'll be we need not go to New York. We need not go to Australia. We'll have a feel as if there'll be drive a car in the streets of Australia. We'll be able to do it, sir. Definitely. That is augmented reality, rightly pointed out by Mr. Lakshminarayan. Thank you very much for that, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. We have interactive whiteboards. See, interactive whiteboards. See there. See the screen. Please. How this interactive, what is the difference between ordinary whiteboard and interactive whiteboard? Interactive whiteboard, we'll be just having a touch and feel environment there. What we do, we just click on some basic interfaces. Whatever this lady is touching, these are, what is that user interface? when we use mobiles, okay, we use lots of interfaces in the mobile. These are called as the mobile interfaces, user interfaces. What is the use of an interface? Your interface will quickly react, get the input from the user, process the information, and it gives you the desired result. So everything is UI based. Now this mobile phone has become an UI based concept.
You can give an example, Mr. Gautam.
Yeah.
You can give an example of retrieving the data from UIDI, Aadhaar enabled payment system.
Yeah.
Suppose I want to, that is actually the user interface. You can tell them so
Yes,
that you
sir. Correct,
understand
correct.
the example.
Thank you, sir. So how are you able to retrieve the information pertaining to Aadhaar? You just go to the screen, you just type in the details, you have text boxes there, you have screens there, you have command buttons there, you have labels there. There's an IDE, Integrated Development Environment. What is that integrated development environment that you use? You use that IDE in your Word, Excel, PowerPoint. All these basic softwares, you are able to use this IDE, sir. IDE is nothing, submenus, window work area, scroll bars, all these denote an IDE. While retrieving the information for Aadhaar card, what do? You operate upon an IDE. You just give your information stored in a database. The database is not in your machine. The database is somewhere else. How do we reach the database? We reach the database via web servers. What is web server? That is lying. It is again a kind of a computing machine that's lying elsewhere, remotely. How are we able to access that web server? We are able to access the web server via our own system. What is that? A connection is established between the web server and the web client via UI, user interfaces. You fill in a simple form. What do you see in an online? Technology has taken us to such an extent to that whatever information we feed in, the information is stored appropriately and retrieved within fraction of second. Within a fraction of second, the information is get the output. Can somebody just tell me what is that called as in the modern technological era? What is that? We just give the input. We just feed in our Aadhaar ID, fraction of second. And which utilities are helping us to get this end result within fraction of second? It is nothing but your databases, your operating systems which we use, all these put together enables you to get the information appropriately within a fraction of time. So what is that called as? That is called as your throughput time. Throughput time is the time interval reducing the time delay. So technology has paved way for lesser throughput time. So coming back to this, so we have this whiteboard, interactive whiteboard. We just press as related contents. The contents can be manipulated in our own way. It could be customized using this interactive whiteboard, sir. There's a difference between whiteboards and interactive whiteboards. There's a difference between smart boards and whiteboards. So audience, technology is very, very amazing. I'm telling you, again, I'm telling you, sir. When you go through the slides, you have virtual classrooms. This virtual classroom will pave way for many other things like online discussions. You can have your own self-paced learning. Lots of videos are there where you can watch it in your own pace. For example, I'm a registered. I get lots of videos for a minimal cost, $2, $3 on any advanced topic. I'm able to get that video. I'm able to learn it in my own pace. There are some websites, as you rightly stated, like your taped sessions, sir. So the classroom need not be instructor led. Okay, so there can be sessions where we can learn things based on videos also. One advantages of technology. Then you have electronic simulations or simulation. Oh my God, simulation about how a circuit works. There is a website called howstuffworks.com. Please go and visit this website, howstuffworks.com. You will be able to know in and out of all the electronic devices, computers, of visiting this website called howstuffworks.com. Any idea?
Yeah, I have used it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you just throw light on that, sir? If you don't mind.
Say, suppose you are taking a router, you are taking a switch, and you are taking a modem. All technical points. I wanted to tell that. Suppose which part of the switch and which part of the router have to get connected, and what are the connections to be established from the modem to switch and switch to modem. All are in a technical parlance. You cannot do it unless you have a diagram. For that, you require how stuffs were got will help you. It will give you the entire what is the coloration of the particular wiring system where you have to get connected. All these things, all details are. It's very useful for people who are in networking.
Have you seen the electronic simulations on that, sir? Like how, like three-dimensional view,
virtual reality, VR,
virtual reality, yes, sir.
VR and AR. Now the Geo is coming out with AR also. That ad is coming now. You can throw light on people.
Correct, sir. Correct. So augmented reality, okay, Geo is planning to release where you have lots of electronic simulations there. Lots of electronic simulations. Simulations is nothing but what? They show you in a diagrammatic way, diagrammatic representations. So thank you for the input, Mr. Lakshminarayan, sir. Thank you. Technology has taken us to virtual classrooms. Technology has taken us to self-paced learning. It is giving you electronic simulations. It is giving you mobile learning also. What is that mobile? Through mobile, we learn so much of things. I would just like to pose a small. This smartphone is very capable enough to sniff our likes and dislikes. It is able to recognize the pattern of all technology involved in this YouTube video. What is the technology? When we see 2 or 3 videos on the related topic, automatically it throws several related videos on that. What is that basic technology that this smartphone uses with respect to that YouTube videos? Can you just let me, what is that? If I see one video, all the related videos queue up in line and it is put forth in front of me. What is that small technology? Small technology is nothing but your machine learning, sir. The machine learns your pattern and then it automatically gives you the related contents. So technology of machine learning is embedded in smartphone, especially with respect to the YouTube. It is integrated in the YouTube search. And intelligence and machine learning is going to rule the world. It is going to really be very, very useful to the human society, sir, as such. I don't want to get into depth, but I'm telling you from an outer level. Okay, any innovative technologies, I am doing a short-term course in AI and ML, and I'm shocked to tell you, sir, it exactly clones human behavior and feelings, sir. There is a research going on with respect to integrating it. You will not be surprised that later point of time, machines might take over human feelings. Like it may dominate.
You can talk about IoT. Throw some light on IoT.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, yes. Please. IoT is nothing but Internet of Things, sir. Internet of Things, where you will be able to get all the devices connected together on the net. You will be able to work on the devices by integrating network on that. How is it, sir? Suppose I want my washing machine to give me being washed today. How many white color clothes? How many other color clothes? What is the viscosity of the liquid, whatever that is being used inside the washing machine? You can make this washing machine much more smarter, intelligent by using this IoT technology. Burglar alarms fit in on a handle. While you open the front door, it automatically recognizes your finger patterns and it records your finger patterns. If somebody else tries to open that, it automatically projects a signal, emits a signal, causing like somebody else is trying to penetrate into your house or into your private area. So IoT is such a powerful mechanism. Please try to see, there are some websites which I'll be giving you in the later part of the session. Okay, you can just go to that website and you can learn more on this IoT, AI and machine learning. And I'm sure you must have learned something like EduSat, like you must have come across this EduSat. Okay, started by Indira Gandhi National Open University. So it's okay across in an offline mode. EduSat. So how does this work? Again, works like what? You have different devices connected together. Different computing devices connected to a client, you have a server machine, everything is being connected, integrated to transfer the information as such. Of course, you can have the other medias also. like your Facebook, YouTube, okay? To transfer knowledge, to receive knowledge. Tell me the basic, like how many of you have used this Instagram? How nowadays even Instagram is becoming a tool for training. Many advanced features is being integrated in Instagram, wherein you will be able to do some projections and predictions. You can integrate our own Excel into this Insta and you can work. Such a huge facility has been provided in that Insta platforms. Highly commending, sir. Highly commendable. While talking about the technologies, you have more number of ebooks. You can go into Wikipedias. You can go to many slide shares. Slide shares is what you'll not be able to copy and paste, but you'll be able to just view. It's by many companies online. Slide shares is there. While talking about this, let me ask you one experience, sir. I just want you to just, if you have used it, just to remember, and if you have not, just to guess. Suppose I have a content in my desktop. I have a Word content in my desktop. In my Facebook, okay? Or I want to convert this document from Word to PDF. How can I do it? There is one beautiful
conversion facility is there.
Yes, yes, sir.
Conversion,
from document.
Yeah, document can be converted to PDF. That conversion facility is.
Can you name that conversion facility? What can you name that conversion facility, sir? What is that conversion facility? Great, sir. Great. Yes, there is a conversion facility. Okay. Thank you very much for that, sir. Thanks a lot. How many of you have visited this site called I Love PDF? There is one website called I Love. Please visit that. And whatever documents you want to convert, whether you want to convert the document from Word to PowerPoint, whether you want to convert the document from PowerPoint to other formats, any format is possible in this website called I Love PDF. If you haven't visited that, please do visit that, sir. That's amazing facilities. Amazing facilities. So, talking about technology, you have 4 important content. And the other one is technological pedagogical knowledge. 3 is technological content knowledge. And number 4 is pedagogical content knowledge. 4, if you want me to explain, the explanation is in the next slide. What is this technological knowledge? I should be able to use my laptop. I must be able to use my iPad, be able to use Google effectively. There are some social networking sites like Insta, I told you. I must be very comfortable using PowerPoint, PDF, and my book should be converted into an ebook. These are technological knowledge. Use internet resources, using my gadgets, technological knowledge. What is this technological pedagogical knowledge? Use of websites. Okay, using websites. How can I teach? Interesting website. When you want to learn any language, if you want to learn C, if you want to learn C++, if you want to learn Python, there is a very popular website, very easily available information. 3 schools. W3 schools. On any technological topic, if you go and surf, you will be able to get lots of information on this, sir. A very, very, very effective website. So that is technological pedagogical knowledge. In W3 schools, they will tell you, they will guide you step by step to write a program, get the output for the program. All these facilities are available in the website, W3 schools. It is technological pedagogical knowledge. Then technological pedagogical content knowledge. How effectively you integrate that information with the technology to deliver, which enhances your teaching learning process. How can I use a multimedia for explaining the concept of LCM? How can I use a multimedia for explaining the concepts? See, while using this multimedia facility, students are able to understand it in a better way, and the learning also becomes much more interesting, sir. So, see, talking about the pillar stones. You should know how to use the content along with technology. You must be able to know how to effectively blend. What are all the, you should be able to integrate your old age teaching methodology along with new age teaching tools, so that your delivery, believe there are people who are just using PowerPoint presentation alone. They are not bothered about any advanced technology. With just a simple PowerPoint, millions of students, sir. There is one person called Mr. Siddharth Rajashekar. This person is a very interesting guy. What he does, he earns million and million through, and you would not believe what technology he uses. Simple PowerPoint, sir. Simple PowerPoint technology. He used to take videos of his session. He sells his videos to millions of people who are interested in that particular topic. He earns in millions just by using PowerPoint. And he says, this is the power of technology. Just-in-time teaching. It's again a new word, buzzword, that's popping up, that's coming across. Just-in-time teaching. You say, no, JIT, just-in-time arrival for products or for some stocks. The same way it is just-in-time teaching, which makes teaching and learning faster. It gives a better being able to learn in an efficient way with greater access to information resources, with better understanding. That's called the funneling, sir. Funneling technique, where a student goes in depth in a particular topic with the help of this technique. So with the use of technology, there can be synchronous learning happening, or there can be asynchronous learning happening. Synchronous learning examples: watching live a television broadcast, audio pictures, two-way live satellite broadcast. All these are synchronous learning. And when it comes to asynchronous learning, your own self-paced learning through videos, emails. Fine, sir. So these are some of the effective platforms. Okay, web platforms. Claroline, it's an open source e-learning and working platform, sir. Just Google it and see. Claroline, open source. Open source, the word open source itself tells you that it's free of devices. Open source. It's not company patented or company specific. You can download happily from the net and you can start using it. Claroline is again an open source software. Dociots, it's again an online learning software. E-learning software. Moodle, very popular. Moodle. Many universities and colleges, they are using free source software. Moodle. Ilias. Again, a very, very popular LMS, learning management system. Portal. By the way, like, can somebody tell me the difference between a website and a portal, sir? What is a website and what is a portal? Have you come across a portal? Websites we have come across. Many websites. Can you just, a portal? What is a portal? It has larger dimension compared to a website. What is that? Website consists of contents, dynamic contents, of course. But what is a portal? When we are going to browse on a particular topic, recent updates on COVID comes on that portal. Recent gold fluctuation information comes into that portal. Stock market situation comes into that portal. So portal is much more than a website that gives you comprehensive info. Web portals, online web portals. And here, coming back to our topic, virtual educational platforms, sir. See here, again, I'm like a portal. Byju's is there, UN Academy is there, Brain, all these are virtual educational platforms. Not only kids learn, even adults can learn from this virtual educational platforms. Indian online learning portal, Coursera, Solo Learn, very popular online portals, sir. These portals are earning in millions. As we discussed before, Vedantu, Doubtnet, this portal, okay, it has this doubt clearing facility. What is that? You post the doubt, you get the doubt clarified in this portal. CA Club India, again a portal for CA professionals, chartered accountants. It has got all the topics that is there. Club India. I got this portal through my friend. He says, this portal is amazing for CAs, chartered accountants. And also you have many portals like Textbooks, Simply Learn, Udemy, Merit Nation. This is a portal completely dedicated for linguists. You can learn new languages in this portal. Duolingo. One of my colleagues learned German from this portal, Duolingo. Highly effective. Very, 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 very excellent portal. Fine. It's here. Like, let me give this information pertaining to very useful web platform for teachers. Okay, best teacher resources are available at Scholars. If you want your children to do small craft project, Crayola for educators. If you want to get best books, Scholastic book clubs, just Google it. You'll be able to get into that website. And best for teaching vocabulary, Flowcabulary. This is again a wonderful site, Flowcabulary. And this one is really amazing, sir. Best for video clips, TeacherTube. Wonderful. How a teacher, this teaching learning processes is being highlighted here in this portal, sir. TeacherTube. So technology in online training. So how it has created an impact? It has created an impact through interactive websites, multimedia resources, online textbooks, video conferencing, audio files, video files, etc. I want to just throw light on this virtual connection tool, sir. Okay. What are these virtual connection tools? Suppose I want to conduct a meeting. Suppose I want to deliver an online session. Right now I am doing it for college students. You will not believe there are 120 students attending one session. This virtual connection tools are. There are different virtual connection tools. I am telling you. Slack is one. Slack is used more in Western countries, not in India. But we use more of Google Hangouts. Among the audience, can you please throw light on Google Hangouts? Google Hangouts is again a very effective utility, sir. How many of you have used Google Hangouts? Google Hangouts? Any answers, sir? What Hangouts is that we'll be able to conduct sessions. Okay, we'll be able to connect close to 20 to 25 people. That's the, like, it is a very good platform, wonderful platform for delivery. But the greatest disadvantage, the video part of it is not that effective while dealing with this Google Hangout. Okay, right? But it is again a very effective tool. I have handled several sessions through this Google Hangout. It is for limited people, limited number of people. Google Hangouts. Zoom, of course, you know, the platform which we are using. Lots and lots of facilities, sir. Like same Zoom, we have Geo also. Okay, I don't in the environment, that's it. Okay, but Zoom has better facility compared to this, to be very frank with you. Then you have other virtual connection tools like GoToMeeting, Microsoft Teams, again a wonderful facility, sir. Microsoft Teams, chanceless. ClickMeeting, WebEx, 2 connection tools out of this list. At least you might have used Zoom, you must have used Google Hangouts or GoToMeetings.
Microsoft Teams.
Yes, sir. Microsoft Teams you have used. Sir, can you just tell me what advantages you found while using Microsoft Teams, sir? Like, which features worked with Microsoft Teams, sir?
Sir, video playing is very easy and effective.
Okay.
And
okay.
PPTs are also very clear.
PPTs are very clear. Yeah. Okay, sir. Okay, thank you. Now, how about using other accessories? Like, suppose I want to use my spreadsheet. Will I be able to use that in Microsoft? I don't have
experience of this.
Okay. Anyway, thank you for giving your experience on Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is highly elevated technical, but any accessories into it.
Okay, thank you.
And yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And the greatest advantage is there is no time limit in Microsoft Teams. Whereas when you are going to use Zoom and all, there is a time limit. 40 minutes is the maximum time limit. generally. That is for n number of hours. Even this WebEx is very, very useful. Apart from this, you have Amazon Chime, Google Meet, Digital, Zoho Meeting, and Big Blue Button. Okay, Zoho Meeting is a very good virtual connection tool, sir, developed by a company called Zoho. Previously, it was the company was AdventNet. Now it is Zoho. It's an Indian company. It has wonderfully come out with a virtual connection tool. And I think I missed out one virtual connection tool here. Google Room, chanceless. It automatically creates assignment for the trainees or students. It evaluates. It automatically gives you the grades. So many features are there in Google Classroom, sir. Oh, I'm sorry, I have not listed out it here, but Google Classrooms, really it is a wonderful tool, virtual connection tool. Now, can you just tell me what is the striking feature of this virtual connection tool? The striking feature is that it can be used in your laptop, or it can be used in your mobile, it can be used in your iPad, like that. It's more device compatible. That's the feature. More device compatibility is there pertaining to this virtual connection tools. Yes, coming to the last slide. We have seen technology. Okay, what are all the different aspects of the technology? What are all the various platforms? What are all the various portals used with respect to teaching and learning? So that are the takeaways for today's session. But I want to conclude with this quote, sir. There, of course, technology has become indispensable. Okay, no doubt. But technology can never replace great teachers and trainers. Technology in the hand of great teacher can be transformational. This, of course, this is a valid statement. A good trainer or teacher can use technology to create transformation, but mere technology alone, okay, it cannot be equated along with the competence of a good teacher. It cannot replace a good teacher or a good trainer. It can be an aid in the hands of the teacher to create transformation, but it cannot replace a teacher. This is my opinion, sir, my humble opinion. So thank you very much for your patient listening. 8 thoughts.